Hello everyone and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, Mono-Black Control. Mono-Black Aggro. I wanted to do Mono-Black Control, but I found out that I just done it recently, so I want to switch it up a little bit and try the Mono-Black Aggro version. So this is the Aggro version, and it has lots of bursty cards and very small low to the ground creatures. So what we have here is basically the good clean shell of mono black cards, but instead of cards like Gig's Command and cards like what is that called, Big Sheoldred, and all those bigger cards in the old mono black control deck. The mono black aggro runs Cult Conscript, the Mono-Black Aggro runs Misery's Shadow, and the Mono-Black Aggro runs Gig's Yawgmoth Praetor. So, all these other cards, that makes it a little bit funny to, aggressively beat down our opponent rather than them waiting for us to play the control cards. One thing that I just noticed is that this is actually a Praetor. So, it works with your giant Phyrexian World Tree, but hey, we're not playing that deck. Alright, so this deck is all about beating your opponent up as quickly as you can. The longer the game goes, the farther behind we're actually in. And it's not the mono red version, it's not the blue eye soldier version, so it doesn't just pilot itself. There's a lot of considerations to be made, right? Should we pump our Misery Shadow? Should we pump our Revolve Sleeper? Should we play the Tenacious Underdog or hold it for Blitz? Should we play Liliana to minus or should we play Liliana to plus? How much life should we pay to draw cards? All these are part of the consideration, so I think it's a little bit more skills intensive, even though it's an aggro deck. So let's look at the deck list. We have 4 Revolve Sleeper, like I said. Aggro deck, of course, we have that 4. And then we have 3 Cult Conscript. Every deck that I've looked online that runs Mono-Black Aggro has exactly 3 and not 4. And I think it makes sense to have a little bit less since it doesn't synergize with itself. And it's a rather weak card once we get past turn 1 or turn 2, right? But we do want to have, at the early games, something on the board to attack with. So Cult Conscript is one of those cards. It enters the battlefield tapped, but we can also return it from the battlefield whenever a non-skeleton creature died under our control this turn. And it does not say we have to activate it on our turn. So if we use a creature to block, or to, somehow our opponent remove our Sheoldred, free Cult Conscript into play. Alright, so then we have 2 Misery Shadow. You obviously want to have 4 in the deck, but I don't have 4, and I'm not going to go craft cards for a aggro deck. So here, 2 Misery Shadow. If a creature opponent control would die, exile that instead. But we can also pump it, so it's like the old Shadow, except now it is miserable. And then we also have 4 Tenacious Underdog, blitzing 3/2 goodness. That also could be a turn 2 drop, so pretty good card. Then we have only 3 Graveyard Trespasser. I love to have 4, but I couldn't fit 4 in the deck. And the Graveyard Trespasser is, like I said, it's got every version. It's got the aggro, it's got the tempo, it's got the control. Here we're playing it for the aggro version, so exile opponent's creature in the graveyard, we gain 1 life, opponent lose 1 life, and we're gonna try to burst them out that way. And we also have Gig's Yawgmoth Praetor. Whenever you deal combat damage to whenever a creature deal combat damage to an opponent, its controller can deal combat damage to one of my opponent. So them deal damage to me does not count. So this matters in EDH, does not matter in one-on-one. In one-on-one, it's just me dealing damage. I will get to pay 1 life and draw a card. What's great about it is whenever a creature, so if I have 10 creatures, I think I can pay 10 life to draw 10 cards. I mean, that's a lot of card advantage. We only have 1 Gig's. You can have more if you want, but I only have 1 Gig's because I don't know how good it is having 2 off, and it's not that important to always have in hand, and if you have 2 in hand, it's kind of a dead card in aggro, so that's why there's only 1 off. We have 3 Liliana. Liliana is an amazing card even in aggro, because we can make our opponent sacrifice their creatures, we're going to make our opponent discard their sort of a removal card that they're holding in their hand, and then we have 4 Sheoldred. 4 Sheoldred because Sheoldred is just that good, right? Sheoldred to mono black is like Wandering Emperor to mono white. You're running a deck that has that color, better put 4 in there. And then we have 2 Phyrexian Fleshgorger. We want to play as a 3-mana, 3/3 menacing lifelink, but we can also play it for a 7-mana, 7/5 if we're getting flooded with nothing else to do. And then we only have the basic removal cards, the 1/1 removal cards. 4 cut down, 3 go for the throat, and 2 Infernal Grasp. Just kill our opponent's creatures as early as we can so that we can overrun them. And then in the land base, I have 25 lands, but do make note of it. 20 swamps, 1 Takenuma, and 4 Mishra's Foundry. So it's not really 25 lands because 4 of those lands are mana lands. They're creatures that we're going to use to attack with. And so that's why there's 25 lands in the deck, and that's a whole deck list. Alright, I've ranted long enough. Let's go and try to play this deck. That is not where I wanted to go. Mono-Black Aggro. I don't want to play Mono-Black Control because I've been playing Mono-Black Control last week, and, you know, I do like it. I do think it's a very strong card, but I want to switch it up a little bit. So, our first opponent is Tricky. Yeah, probably are Tricky. We're going to go first with 2 Cult Conscript and an Evolved Sleeper, so, yeah, this is going to be fun. Hello. Hello. Our opponent's thinking of their mulligan and their Gandalf sleeves. I think this is a pre-order sleeve, so nothing too crazy about it. I got the sleeve from the only festival box from Wizard that was good. That was the first festival in the box. And every other festival in the box has just been a travesty, I think. Alright, we got the Cult Conscript down. Oh, we got another swamp, so we know how to use the Takenuma. So let's go for the attack. Second Conscript. And I'm asleep. Snooze. Nothing, huh? I should have played a Foundry there. Oh, that was a mistake. I forgot that the second ability here does not actually require 2 black mana. I was thinking of something else. So that's 2 damage missed next turn, unfortunately. I don't think they have a removal, ossification, on the Evolved Sleeper. Yep. We've only drawn lands so far. That's the downside. See, we could have done extra 2 damage with the Foundry. Do we want to Takenuma and just try to get a... Let's do it. Try to get a creature, because all we're drawing are swamps. And if we mill 3 swamps... Do we attack with the Foundry? This is Emperor mana. He might want to remove my Foundry. Yeah, Emperor mana is kind of annoying, huh? There's the Emperor.
I hope you're ready to lose. My judgment is final.
Alright, we can involve this Sleeper. If he wipes the board, the Mishra Foundry will attack the Emperor. I mean, this is a pretty good deck against what we're bringing, because they're anti-aggro. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm never done for
Makes
good.
it 2-2.
Let your blade do the talking.
Gains 4 life. 4! Okay, I can't actually bring Cult Conscript back unless I draw a land, huh? But I don't want to go for the throw at 2-2, so... Wow. No creatures in the graveyard. Do I want to attack with the Foundry? That kind of locks me down into nothing left in play, huh? He takes the damage. He really wants to invade Dominaria. Okay, well, not gonna let him. Graveyard Trespasser. Probably has a board wipe. Not great. No creatures in the graveyard on either side. But we did draw a lot of swarms early game, so... Sunfall. He has 1 mana left. Okay. Wow. Huh. I mean, that deck probably has removal. So I want to blitz him for 3 damage, or Sheoldred and nothing else. Only off 5 lands. If I have 1 more land, it would have been different. Maybe we'll get an underdog in a graveyard, but then he'll have something to remove in the graveyard. And we don't really play anything, right? Let's see if he has removal. Well, he might just be holding onto the incubator. Maybe he has Breach. He doesn't have mana for Breach. This is a 4/4 Vigilance, which I'm fine with. Oh, the rope. The PM ropes. He's not even looking at his cards, he's just roping. I have a ring, you got a Wolfie. Now he's looking at his cards. He's doing something. Fricks. Oh! You sure you want to do that? Alright, that's probably Emperor mana, which means that he'll gain 2 life if I attack him. And then he'll lose 2 life from the Foundry, so he'll go down to... Actually, no. Wait, you can block the Foundry with the 3/3, right? But if he blocks the Foundry with the 3/3, he's not blocking the underdog. So he takes 3. Won't he die from this? Oh, I have 6 mana. Why does he have 7 mana? Is it a Wandering Emperor turn? Not attacking with Sheoldred. That is a trade I'm willing to make. Alright, takes 5 damage this turn. With the arena. With the Sheoldred in play, why would you play an arena? Maybe he's digging really hard. Even if he farewells here, yeah, if even if he farewells here, then Mishra's Foundry will get him. Takenuma. That is not good enough. And he has nothing. So, if I just play the underdog, does he die? GG! I mean, we were not aggroing fast enough, but we still aggro him to death, because he's run out of life. And Sheoldred, like I said, was the MVP. Right, Sheoldred's just so good against almost any deck. Wait. I did not exile this quest for... Yeah, see, now black spells. Always exile your 500 quests to see if you get a 750. Until you have 3, then you might as well finish one of those quests. Ready! Neon Nil. Neon Il. Neon IL. I don't know. Well, we got to go first, so good enough hand to keep. The great thing about this deck, aside from getting to go first because it's favored, is that we have a lot of 1-drops, 2-drop on turn 1. Lynx, Squirrel. Alright, that's a good draw. Cut down the Squirrel. Evolve the Sleeper. Take 2. Arguably, Misery Shadow might have worked better there, but it's totally fine. We can go for the throw it. Thalia. This is mono white. I don't think a Rafine's coming out next turn. So, do we want to just play a Misery Shadow? Let's see if he blocks first. If he blocks, free block. Of course he doesn't block. Alright, Misery Shadow into a Brutal Cathar. Can I live with that? I can live with that. Ganjo, gone. There it is. What is he gonna take? The Misery Shadow. How did I see it coming? We're gonna attack with the Evolved Sleeper. He's not gonna block again. And then I want to get rid of his Brutal Cathar because it's scary. The Thalia's not as scary because I have really nothing else to play, so... Does he have two? They always have two. No, well, you never know. Not yet, anyways. Hopeful initiate, hopeful initiate. Pretty good opener. Knight Errant of Arrows. Pretty good card. Yeah, that might be backbreaking for us. Let's we draw another go for the throw here. Another Brutal Cathar. Oh, okay. So that's probably game, huh? Because we can't do anything about this. Yeah. Too big of a board. Obviously, their deck is a better aggro than our deck, mainly because the cards they use are better value than our card, even though we're both aggro oriented. And they got Knight Errant. Knight Errant is basically a 3-mana 4/4 that draws him 2 of the best cards on his top 6. So yeah, there's no way we beat that kind of a advantage. Kalua. Hello, opponent. All right, so I'm gonna keep 2 lands. Kind of risky, but our opponent did get Skrelv into Thalia. That's the good old never win. We'll never win kind of. What am I saying? That's the we'll never beat them kind of deck. Alright, we're already down the land. Well, not really, but we're already down a mono or a swamp. And that's what we really needed there. So this is oh, there's our swamp. Will he let his Spirited Companion die? Do I want to grow one of these? I can't grow both of them. Now I can grow both of them. I don't know what that block was. That was that questionable block. Questionable block all around, but it's enchantment, so they're not playing with the best deck. And I'm not talking about this deck. Calyx. Into an empty board. You are so good at this game. Wait. Always attack first. And then say goodbye to Calyx. Can't let you have that. Now, can we? Botanical Garden. No, wait. Plaza. Botanical Garden is a real life thing. Alright, there goes our Evolved Sleeper, but, you know, I'm okay with that. We got threats on threats on threats. How many ossification can he have? Probably a lot, to be fair. And they have this sleeve, which was last season's seasonal pass sleeve, which means that he probably played a lot. Ah, okay, we played a lot of this deck and realized that the game sucks and just quits. Good. I had a lot of fun beating down an enchantment deck because they're terrible. I hate enchantment decks. I hate mono, red, and enchantment mainly. A little bit of soldiers as well. Soldiers I'm okay with because it takes some thinking. You know, should you attack? Should you hold back the block? Should you play a Harbin or try to play the Brutal Cathar game? Takes some thinking. Mono red and the enchantment deck, no thinking involved. Deck pilots itself, just play until you run out of cards. LRA Dan. LR Aiden? Oh no! We're going first with 4 drops. Okay, this is a aggro deck. I can't afford that. Keep. We'll put back Mishra's Foundry, I think. I won't go for the throw in their hand. It's gonna be useful. Unless they're controlled, then it's not gonna be useful. Okay, see, it's gonna be useful. Is he gonna block? He's not gonna block. Underdog. Thalia. I can't even go for the throw anything anymore. And now I can. Would you like to trade for the underdog? You would. Underdog's better in the graveyard anyways. Anointed Peacekeeper. Well, what are you going to target? Go for the throw. For some reason, I thought this card can't block. It could actually block, which is great. But yeah, this is the same deck, the mono white soldier deck, that's gonna beat us. It beats us every time, so I don't know what else we can do. The Anointed Peacekeeper attacks our go for the throw for just that extra land, so can't actually use it. I'm gonna activate it right now before he attacks it. Good luck. I question that choice. I can activate this for 2, right? Or I can blitz him. Blitzing him gives me an extra card, and my Evolved Sleeper stays on the board. Maybe the Conscript could attack too. Oh well. This is a very tax go for the throw. He didn't even attack with the Anointed Peacekeeper, which is funny. He thinks I have. I already played 1. I have 1 left in my hand. So 1 more in the deck. Let's hope I don't draw it. I have 2 Infernal Grasp. Maybe drawing that will help. Would he attack here? I doubt he would attack here. Liliana. Well, you're gonna have to sacrifice one of them.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Sacrifices must be made.
Sacrifices must be made. Thalia? Yeah, that's fine. Can't play the go for the throw again. And a Brutal Cathar. That's brutal. This deck is just oppressive against our deck. Alright, take our Evolved Sleeper. Is he gonna double attack? Single attack Liliana. I don't agree with that, but hey, you know, you can do whatever you want. No attacks at all.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I mean, now you might be able to get through, but how does getting through help you? Alright, we can actually go for the throw now. Let's not show him that. This is a 4-5. I can make him sacrifice a creature. What do I want to take out? The Intrepid Adversary, probably. Right? I think I want to take out the Intrepid Adversary, so everything is lower. Alright, this is double first strike, so Sheoldred shouldn't be going in. And we'll make everyone discard a card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Ah! Nice top decks. That's fine. I can still block. If he wants to attack. If he doesn't, he's sacrificing creatures. Okay, so the Moonrager Brute is coming in for damage on Liliana. Okay, that makes sense. And I can take out the Anointed Peacekeeper, but under my control. What would happen if Sheoldred dies? He has 3 creatures left. I get to exile, well, I get to destroy one of those creatures. Huh. If I top deck a land, that would be pretty bad, huh? I really need Sheoldred to be in play for stuff. They top deck a land. Sacrifice a creature.
Off you go.
Sacrifice his Thalia. Well, Liliana's gonna die, so there's no reason to hold back a blocker for her. I want the Tenacious Underdog to attack, but it would just get eaten by the Anointed Peacekeeper here. I draw a card and gain 2 life. To my face. To my face. I mean, it's vigilance. I guess that's what he's hoping for, right? He has 2 creatures. So, I don't want his Intrepid Adversary to stay alive, so I want to kill it. That's what Sheoldred's for. But if I don't do that, I have 2 creatures to attack next turn. He can double block. And I will have nothing left. And the Gix actually can't trigger because I need an extra mana. Either way, I don't want to block for any of this. Do I want to kill the Intrepid Adversary? Actually, this way no, I don't want to keep Liliana alive because I have to discard a card and I have to discard a card and it's not going to help if I have to discard a card.
I'll be back with friends.
That helps a little. Guess we're blitzing this out, or we can get a... No, that's playing 2 spells, right? Playing 2 spells will flip the Moonrager Brute. That's kind of scary. We'll play a Death Toucher. Alright, this is a drawn-out game for an aggro deck. They got their Mishra's Foundry. We didn't get any of our removal after this. And, you know, cut down's going to be a dead removal anyways. So that's fine, but we didn't get the... Just a Moonrage or Brute. I can't believe he attacked with that. I mean, I'll take the damage. Why can't you kill it, huh? Can't grow anymore because I'm missing one land. Alright, there's always Shelly. So, I want both of these to attack. Do I want to play Gix? I don't want to play Gix because that's playing 2 spells. And playing 2 spells is where bad things will happen to us. Yeah, they're both Death Touch. Alright, 2 mana go for the throat. That's something now. Isn't it obvious I had another Sheoldred? Now he's at 5, so he's almost dead too. Really go in for the attack. Not sure if I like that. Liliana will do a thing. He's probably gonna create. Oh no, he's just gonna quit. He has a Mishra's Foundry he can create, but he just quits. Alright, we got out of that. Anti his mono white soldier even. Mono black aggro is pretty good. I have to say, it's pretty good. Which, I mean, I don't think anyone was surprised by how good Mono-Black Aggro can be. I really like this deck, but if I had to choose between Aggro and Control, I would still get Mono-White Control. Even though I was playing a Mono-Black Aggro deck, Mono-Black Aggro deck, I was playing it in a little bit of Control style, because I was trying to get Cult Conscript back by having my creatures die. Synergize pretty well with Tenacious Underdog, because every time it dies, I can bring it, the Conscript back. So, blitzing this for 4, Conscript for 2, that's 6 mana in a turn though. So it does require a lot of mana, and that's why this deck is more mana intensive for an aggro deck. But again, Sheoldred MVP. Every game we won is pretty much Sheoldred just landing on the board and making our opponent miserable. Every time they draw a card, they lose 2 life. And they want to dig for, dig for answers. Every dig is 2 more life, and that's how they died. We're very aggressive, and we're killing them in that fashion, which is pretty fun. I gotta say, this deck is strong. I would recommend it if you are bored of Mono-Black Control or any sort of other aggro decks that you don't want to play anymore. Try Mono-Black Aggro. It takes a lot of thinking, and it makes the game more fun. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.